Wow. It's the ungodly hour of 2 in the morning, but I'm just like, heading to sleep, and I'm like, wow, Trump found guilty. 34 charges, felony charges. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what does that even mean? Well, I listened to him, and there was one part that was very interesting where he said that the country has gone to hell. They're letting in people from prisons and mental institutions. And it wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny when he said that. I mean, is that like true where America is letting in people from prisons and mental institutions into the country? It just seems so mental that he said that. But I didn't laugh, but it was kind of funny. So this was the 130,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels to keep her from speaking out about an alleged affair with Trump before the 2016 election. Trump denied the affair. So the district attorney Alvin Bragg acknowledged the historic nature of the case and the conviction. 12 jurors vowed to make a decision based on evidence and the law. Whew. This is a DA. Wow. Judge Juan Merchan set Trump's sentencing date for July 11th at 10. Lord have mercy. Um, Cohen was the prosecutor's key witness. Cohen was his former attorney. You have to ask Michael. He's my attorney. You have to ask Michael. I remember how Trump said that Cohen is my attorney. He was on the plane, like he was like entering into his plane to Air Force One, and he said, "You have to ask Michael. You have to ask Michael. He's my attorney." So anyway, Cohen, was in prison for this same case, I think, right? Cohen was the prosecutor's key witness, describing how Trump directed him to pay Daniels and then approved a scheme to repay him in $35,000 monthly installments in 2017, an amount that was grossed up in part to account for taxes Cohen would have to pay. Oh my God. Um, what does this have to do with Harry and Meghan? This has nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. I know that Trump is a major Harry and Meghan hater, and he has vowed that if he wins in November, I mean, I guess basically Harry can kiss goodbye to his visa. Um, I mean, it's absolutely insane. The whole thing is insane. Everything. Look, this is an unhinged world. The world is unhinged. Everything is unhinged. The political system is unhinged. The November elections, I mean, that is going to be unhinged. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that, how I believe, if you've ever like listened to me on this channel before, I actually believe that we're reincarnated. We come back. And but this world is so unhinged that I don't ever want to come back here. Do you want to come back here? I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back. It's so unhinged. I think it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And the thing is, with all due respect to Trump, I mean, if he wins in November, there's going to be hell to pay for everybody. And it's so terrifying because he's a vengeful guy. And the thing is that in this case, does he have reason? I mean, look, I mean, they got him on a lot of things. And with this hush money thing, I mean, if this is true, I don't know. I didn't see any of the files. I didn't see any of the checks. I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't even pay attention. I was busy with Harry and Meghan and with all my own problems, really. Lord have mercy. And with where's Kate? Like, where is Kate? You know what you mean? Hashtag where's Kate? So I don't have time for this. I said to myself, let this resolve itself. I can't. You see, all men. You see here, all men. This is a man's game. Like I can't. I can't do this. I can't solve all of the world's problems. But I've always said I've never hated Trump. I mean, there was a time when Trump was like, before he ran for president, he was like literally my hero because he was just so larger than life. Think big, always think big, think big. And I mean, I got that from Trump. And when he was a tycoon, a real estate tycoon in New York, I mean, he was my hero, honestly. When he ran for president, I was always Hillary. I was a Hillary girl, but I was very, very entertained by the way he ran the 2016 campaign. I mean, that was epic. And even though he said horrible things about Hillary, and I was angry with him many times, I never hated him. I never hated him. I found him funny. Just absolutely the gaffes were just like epic and funny. He had me rolling. But I was a Hillary girl. But I would say that after he won, which I guess nobody really thought he would win, but I was always concerned about the fact that he could win, just as I am for November this year. I mean, people were just like, "Oh, there's no way Trump could win in 2016," and I'm like, "You're all crazy. You're not paying attention. Trump can win, and Trump will win." But I'm voting for Hillary, which I did. Um, once he was president, I did not disagree with everything in his presidency. In fact, I think, he's a tough guy and he has a certain persona and people backed down, from taking advantage of the United States, I think, under Trump, um, including some countries in Europe, you know. And I think that was largely a good thing for international relations. I mean, America can't, solve all of the world's problems or be taken advantage of, you know, financially and so on in the world. I agree with that. But um, there were so many other things I didn't agree with. And he thinks he's a unifier, and in his mind, I think he really thinks that. But I don't think in practice that he really is. I think under Trump, America is much more divided, much, much more divided. And I don't think he's able to sort of bring the country together in that way. That's just my opinion. I hope I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't think look, I mean, it's a difficult thing because I don't think he was a terrible president in some ways. And in other ways, I think he was absolutely catastrophic. I mean, and so, but the net result is I think that he's had his one go at it. There wasn't one day that was boring, not one. But it's enough. I mean, I think he should just step aside and let somebody else do it, just because 4 more years of this after, especially after this guilty verdict, I mean, everyone would have to climb onto their chair. Everyone. I mean, just hide because he's going to spend that 4 years doing all kinds of paybacks, which I don't see how this serves the country, you guys. Now, I know there's some people who are watching, and I'm going to get some really nasty comments because you're not allowed to say your opinion about Trump where Trump's supporters are concerned. But again, I don't hate Trump. Um, it's unfortunate that, he's in all of these problems that he's in. I think if he did pay this money to this woman to shut her up, I mean, I mean, if Michael Cohen went to prison for this, which I think he did, then I mean, you have to have laws that apply to everybody in the same way, right? Oh God. Okay, I'm just terrified. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm absolutely terrified. There was a cat outside my window at 2 in the morning, meowing, which is weird, which scares me a little bit. Like, what is this? Is this an omen? But um, I just feel like, you know, it's terrifying. What do you think about this? I mean, if you're American, a lot of my viewers are Americans. I mean, what's going to happen here if he wins? I mean, after this verdict, and well, I guess he's going to appeal, but I mean, the paybacks and you know, if he wins in November, I'm just terrified. That's all. As an American, I'm terrified. That's all I can say is that I kind of hope he doesn't win in November after this verdict and all of the other things that he's been through and all the other cases and so on, because he's not going to have any time to do the work of the United States. He's going to be spending all his time either dealing with his legal issues or paying back those who took him to task for his issues. You know what I mean? And I don't have an opinion whether I think he's guilty or not because I haven't seen any of those files, nor have I been paying attention because I've been, focused on Where's Kate and Harry and Meghan and all of this other stuff. But I just saw this and I was just, what? I was just like, what? What? Really? Oh my God. You know what I mean? Ah! Anyway, that's all for this one. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.